there are individuals that have stopped talking to me, and when I reach out, how are you? And like, sir, I don't want to abuse the relationship. The value you might even give me first might be to care.
Right.
How are you? How's this? You know the birthdays, and you observe this person. You're not stalking.
Right.
You're just there.
Right.
Because it's lonely at the top. I don't want to be a here. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Wisdom Connect, the platform where we discuss about real life issues, always taking back to our guiding principle. On this platform, we're very intentional, becoming the best version of ourselves. So join us because it's a lifelong journey. I like what we're saying because we're also talking about networking. Let the young lady on the street don't think that, you say I should network.
Yeah.
So if he says that is it, that is the way, you know what I mean? Even though there are people that think that way, hopefully that mindset will be changed, but I think it's just encouraging people to just go back to, finding their why. Everybody would ask themselves that question. Every now and then you ask yourself, why am I here? What do I have to offer? There's these 5 questions that Dr. Masu says. Who am I? What am I here? Why am I here? What do I have to offer? Is it 5 or 3? I can't remember, but these are questions I would recommend that to anyone. Dr. Miles Monroe, his teachings, I didn't know him before he passed. It's funny how he was still blessing me after he's passed. That's how I figured out. Years after he passes, when I probably he was one of my mentors that told me, listen to Dr. Miles. Like, okay. Wow. And I'm like, who is this man? Oh my God.
He's a phenomenal.
You get so. There are questions you always have to ask yourself. And I think going back to what we said from the very beginning is if you know your why, what you have, because Dr. Miles will always say, I keep going back to him for God knows why, but it's okay. Your fruits is not for you. You as a tree. If you bring out fruits, you cannot eat your fruits now. It's people around you that will benefit from that. So that is the value that you have to offer.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. So I really like what we're saying. I feel like that one self is enough for today's conversation. But really go ahead. Is there any person or any contact that has been difficult for you to maintain? You've had it, you wanted it, but you've been to maintain it, you're not sure, or you tried, but it's here and there, it's not great, or maybe now that you have the value, now it's there, but at one point it wasn't.
So one way I've been able to nurture my network has been creating platforms.
Okay.
You just created a platform,
Right.
in that way you will not be called to the table. Because you created the table for everyone.
And
that speaks to
create platform, people.
So that speaks to the value conversation. It doesn't have to be this. Right? But what can I do to connect all of you? So you see me that way. The positioning is different, both to your peers and to your mentors or your network. Is that you can then attain a level of thought leadership by association.
Right.
You are in positions and rooms with your boss because of association. But when you have a platform where your boss comes and contributes and her peers have to listen to you talk that value, it positions you differently. And that can be a common ground for other conversations, right? True. So in conversations like this, I tend to look at it through that lens, right? How can I create something that would help me foster it? I tell you something, there are individuals that have stopped talking to me, not on a bad, and when I reach out, how are you? And like, sir, I don't want to abuse the relationship. And I'm like, I'm human first. So the value you might even give me first might be to care.
Right.
How are you? How's your child? How's this? You know the birthdays. And you observe this person. You're not stalking.
Right.
You're just there.
Right.
Because it's lonely at the top. I don't want to be a here. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And that might just be what that person needs.
Right.
I've had people I look up to, and I wake up and I'm moved in my spirit to send them a prayer.
Yeah.
And they wake up, they are up at that moment, and they are replying immediately. You are not a parasite to that person. You've not given the person money.
Right.
You have not given, but
Right.
that attention that you've given to that, this person is 1 a.m. and this person is sending me a prayer. When you then have a conversation where, I need you to come into this value, it's a different, it's a different
what you just
position.
said just really hit me.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to talk about this, but I remember volunteering for Banky W for his campaign, and I went to volunteer like every other person, but along the line, I became head of call center. I was in charge of content, like trying to, and all of that. I remember when I had Wisdom Connect 2.0, because before now, I told you, we used to do it online, with Zoom, and afterwards, once a year, we just connect somewhere.
Great.
I remember when I went to meeting and said, election had finished, the way it turned out. And I said, my principal, Banky is an amazing person, really. And I told him I wanted him to come for this. And he agreed. Mind you, that hangout would have been done on the mainland. He agreed. He said, Rosemary, I'll do it for you. As in, you know what I mean? Like, that meant a lot. But it's what you're saying. Like, you've offered value. Me, I just liked his person. I liked what he was doing. I liked that he was a Christian, that was pushing it, that was going into politics. I won't like, Banky made me feel like, you know what? I feel do this politics thing. Because Banky was a proper servant leader. If you're with him, you will think of, as a Christian, why shouldn't I be here? What stops me from being here? But I'm not even going into politics or anything like that. But when he came for that particular, I had a lot of people show up, and I got them to pay to show, because normally the first time it was for free. The second I said, just pay something, something, and they paid. They came, and Banky came, he spoke to them. This was after election. It wasn't a great time.
Yes.
I just lost an election. It wasn't a great time. So if he said he couldn't be there, it was justifiable. But he still came. So really what you're saying, it means a lot.
Sorry, it doesn't answer the question, but I just had to.
No, but that's okay. I really like what I like you saying that, really. But is there anybody that you've met in an unconventional way that you still keep today, you still have as a contact?
I always tell people no contact is a waste, so at the end of the day, you have to keep those contacts. So there's so many people,
and you guys still keep like good conversations.
Once in a while you check up on them, make sure they're all right. Right.
Interesting. So but how do you intentionally keep your network alive so that it doesn't die?
So
do you let me say this, like, do you always call them or like how do you, because you have contacts that you just have for a very long time. People might not even talk. You might not chat, but you're both seeing each other's statuses. You know what I mean? And some people might read that as, this person is not important to me. But there are some that you guys might not talk, but you know that you guys have a genuine place in your heart for each other. Any day that it comes up for you to call, you guys will call and then you continue. But there are some people that because you're not contacting them on a daily basis, it feels like nothing. So how do you keep your contact alive?
So
okay,
please go.
No, you can go ahead.
So I would like to start from what he said, that sometimes he will just wake up and send a prayer message to someone. What I did at the time was to set a reminder. So there are certain individuals in my life that I know that in this networking thing, they are grand. They are like, they are big. I do not want to lose them. I do not want them to feel he doesn't care about us again. And the next time they are now seeing my call or something is for, I'm trying to do this. Can you? Those individuals, I set a reminder. At certain points in time, I don't, it's not too much. So at occasional times, maybe birthdays, or maybe I stumble on a post that they did something interesting. I'll go to the comment section and write something heartfelt.
I think I should imbibe that. That's a reminder.
So for me, I sometimes I forget. I'll just be strolling through my phone. I'm like, this person. So for me not to fall into that oblivion of, not taking people seriously or trivializing relationships. What I do is sometimes set those reminders.
I like that reminder.
Sometimes I even miss a birthday. I'm like, it was 2 days ago. Okay, set the reminder against next year. And then you're able to catch up and stuff.
Interesting. Ria, you wanted to say something about how you keep your network alive?
I think that you cannot call somebody all the time. You cannot speak to the person all the time. But once in a while, I think you need to do the check-up. And, when you see the status, you see something that the person has done great, just drop a comment. But you also don't want to be a pest. Text. People get tired of that as well. So I think it's just to know when to, pop in and, I just want to check up, hope you're good and all of that. Basically.
Because really, those tiny checkups, they mean a lot. I remember the lady that is in charge of the YouTube, she just sent me a message randomly yesterday. Of course, I thought it was work. She's like, no, I just wanted to check in on you. That meant a lot.
But it felt weird, right?
It felt
Like,
it
okay.
felt weird, but,
Like,
but it meant a lot. I'm like, she's like, oh, I just figured I've not actually checked on you for in a bit. I'm always calling you for one walk or the other.
Exactly.
I just wanted to check. I was like,
Just so
thank
sweet.
you. I mean, like that really. So you'd be so shocked how you think that person does not need you checking up,
But
and then you just send a message to them or call them, and they're really excited and grateful that you did.
One more thing I wanted to add. When you get these networks, don't have a long space before you contact them.
Yeah.
Like you said, there are times when you forget people's names.
Yes.
Right.
While you're,
See
my
that name. You see that name.
Yeah.
Oh, I am so I met you yesterday and so.
Yeah.
It was nice, having you, you spoke well and all that. Now, what you have done is you have planted a seed.
Planted the seed.
Yeah.
Right.
And then over time, just give it some moment. You know what you want.
Yes.
And so just give it time and then go back again. Hi, it's still Edward. I'm trying to do this. I'm sorry. Don't speak about what you want them to help you to do first.
Yes.
Let the consistency of, I'm just checking up on you. Is there something you're working on?
But if you're always checking up, you come here.
No,
Today I'll
no,
check
so-
up. Come to what I want to check up on you. Come here. I'm gonna get tired of your
Multiple
checking
days
up.
too as well.
Exactly,
Holidays,
exactly.
Okay,
Just pop
okay,
in
okay.
and say hi.
Yeah.
I think the
Wow,
idea is to be human. Don't try to be. Personally, if you're overly professional with me, that's it gives this interview vibe. We're both marketing to ourselves.
Yeah.
Be real.
Right.
Yeah. And because I think one thing I've learned is I come into the conversation, especially with people that are coming up.
Yeah.
You don't have anything to prove to me.
Right.
That's
Right.
what I literally
Yeah.
thought. So I want to meet you where you are.
Sure.
I'll give you an example, and it's your illustration.
Okay.
If Banky W had waited for you to be big to
Right.
support you, based on his Banky,
He's banking.
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
it would have been heartbreaking for you. Yeah,
If he says no.
to say no. But you had nothing to prove to him because he knew Rosemary.
Yeah.
He knew what to expect and he knew the potential. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So I think when we are human, we are real.
Right.
And then you come from that position of being vulnerable.
Right.
It's not downplaying your value.
Yeah.
It's not saying, but it's also positioning you to be very real enough to also address this person as human. Now, this person is human because he's social. And he has social conversations.
Right.
Sometimes it's passion points that is the way you win the person's heart. You know, it might just be that where if this person is a football lover, and then you just tease him.
Yeah. And you'd be
And
so shocked
the
how that
question would
just
be, of
opens the
everybody in this room, who is that person that had the audacity to tease me?
Yeah.
And then he teases you back.
Yeah.
He would not forget that in a
Yeah.
long time.
Sure,
Do you get what?
sure.
Just be human with this
Sure,
person.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's really true, really, because I didn't even want to ask him. I remember that period because election just feeling. We're all going through the heartbreak because we put our life.
Yeah.
So if I'm saying me, that I'm volunteering.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I put my life.
Now the key
Talk
person.
Talk
Yeah.
about him,
Yeah.
and then they will be concerned about him. Like, how are you feeling?
Yeah.
I'm good. Like at times he told us, say, I am not good.
Yeah.
I was like, but it was real with us. That's someone that you could be,
Yes.
you know.
True.
But really, I was just thinking about everything they were saying because it is real, Abdul. I know that today has been, but
Yeah.
how do you do it? Like when people reach out to you, because obviously you're the one that they're trying to get your contact and trying to make you a mentor, trying to have your contact one way or the other. Like, how do you react to people when they come to you for that kind of kind of stuff?
My doors are open, but in as much as my doors are open, I'm a very I get bored easily. So if you're coming with me with just you're not consistent, or you're just coming with hello, how are you? I watch you on TV, you're looking fine. I may not even reply you again. I have people that will watch me and maybe someone will say, oh, there's a value they're trying to add. Oh, Ria, I can come and do social media for you. There's this particular boy that's always been sending me messages. Recently I just sent him money and I'm like, he said, why? I said, I don't even want you to snap me, but for the effort, like, because you keep saying that you want to do it. So just stuffs like that. And my door is open to everybody, but I think that come to me when you are kind of on a road, you know what to do. Don't come to me confused, because
Right.
I learned the hard way. So I'm a hard teacher. I'm
Right.
sorry.
And no,
And
don't
the
be. That's
people
okay.
that are around me, they know that because I'll tell you to pursue your dreams violently. Like, the world is not waiting for you. Nobody, see, if you fail today, everybody will come and laugh at you. It's a dog eat dog. You need to try your best. I'm that kind of person. So even the people I mentee, they know I don't joke with the fact that, you know, you always have to get your head up straight, because it's not easy. It's not a joke. It's a lot of work. Life itself is not a joke. You know, so my doors are open, but you need to be smart to be able to enter the door.
I know you like our content. We love it too. And we love you. But please, I tell you, we can't do anything without your subscription. So please, I beg you, click on the subscription button now. Like and comment. Also put in your notification bell. So every time we drop a video, you get to be the first to see it. What do you think? And thank you so much. Help us grow. Okay. Bye. The doors are open. Be smart to enter the door. I like that. I really like that. Thank you. And, you know... so much has been said, right? And I just like the fact that we keep emphasizing on the word value, right? I just really hope and pray that people that are watching this would go back and think about it in those lines, right? So, to you again, is there any networking mistake that you've made? How did that feel? Write it in the comment section. We'd like to hear from you, right? So, wrapping up this conversation, really,
it's been a lot to take in.
Everybody has someone you aspire to be. Well, I say someone you aspire to be. Yeah, I'm not saying you want to be like that person, but there's someone that you just like what they're doing. Is there someone that you would love to meet, like sometime in the future? Like, if you meet this person, you don't even run and say, please, can I have your autograph? Can I have your contact? I'll go first. So I wouldn't even say it's not about me even aspiring to meet her or something, but I'm so inspired by her. And I'll tell you why. She built her very first business, quote unquote, at 40. 40! And in 20 years, if you know what I'm talking about already, I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about. In 20 years, she has had over how many businesses? She was in hospitality, then went into media. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
No.
I love, I love what she has done with herself. You know how people make you feel like you are a failure just because you haven't figured out what you want to do with your life at maybe at your 20s, at your 19, at your teenagers or your 30s. So I don't know what her life was before the businesses that she built for herself, but her first business was built when she was 40. Then she did the hospitality. Then she did Moments with Mo before she went into Ebony Live TV. Then went into Ebony Live's films. Then Ebony Live Studio. Then she had the cinema. Then she, and now she has a space in London. And I'm just like, my God, in 20 years. For me, that's so inspiring. So if I meet her tomorrow, yes, please, I'm going to walk up to her. Except if the scenario doesn't present itself or it's not very favorable. But someone I really would love to hear, how did you do it? What was your push? At 40, you're feeling like, oh, you want to rest back, okay, let me. But that's when she's pushing I can't explain it, but when I saw that one day she posted it, I was like, in 20 years, the achievement that she has made. Imagine what she would have felt in her 30s. You know what I mean? I don't know her stories or anything. I'm just thinking, what should I felt in her 30s? And then in 20 years, she's done amazing. So really think, is there anyone that you think that, I would like to meet this person. I would like to, there's just something they do that, they inspire me. You might not want to meet them, but I just feel like someone inspires you, might want to meet them eventually. But anyone.
I think for me, because of how I grew up, I met a lot of my idols very early.
Right.
And it wasn't the nicest, actually. And so it actually changed my orientation as to, being excited to meet anyone.
Right.
Because you're still human. But I respect you. I respect what you've been able to achieve, and I want to know how you did it. So most of the conversations would be how. I want to know how. I don't want anything from you. The only thing, how. Were there times where you felt, it didn't make sense, personally. Because if you look at the Mo story, is that you would understand the 20 years because she's deeply rooted from the previous 40.
Right.
So it's easier to scale, that conversation. But for me, I don't want to meet my adults, yes, but maybe when I meet, someone and I'm really struck.
I'm personally inspired by a story like ours, and other stories too. I just, there are different people that I look up to, and I look up to them because of the positive aspect of their stories.
Of course.
And most of the time, it's usually, Oga, how, like we've been saying, how did you get to this stage? What are the things that you did?
Right.
But when we check it, usually it's hard work.
Yeah.
True. And consistency.
Consistency. They read one book, they stay up.
Is
the
it really
night.
all those books that they are
So
reading?
really, our minds are shaped by books,
Right.
by experiences of other people,
Experiences, yeah.
and how you now use those things you've read in your life. A lot of
Right.
people have read books, like you are saying,
Right,
now, that
right.
it didn't do anything in their life. But most of the prominent people that we see, usually they boast of their libraries, they boast of books they read, that inspired them to do one thing or the other. They also talk about people they also looked up to that they saw in that field doing all of those things. So personally, for me, it's a plethora of people that I see doing awesome things. I like people personally that they had nothing and they now have something.
I like all those kind of
So,
story.
Even I'm not a music person.
Yeah.
I love to be. But when the story of, Davido, I'm sorry I'm going to that, Davido and an Whiskey comes up.
I'm going to have that phrase because I'm sorry. But go ahead.
I like situations where somebody was not fit for
Grass to
something.
grace kind of
And
situation.
exactly,
Yeah.
So those kind of people inspires me.
Right. It just gives hope.
Generally, I just like people that have been through thick and thin, and they continue to change the narrative.
Absolutely.
Basically, because it's easy to give up in life. But when you see somebody that has not
That's
given
not
up,
giving up.
you need
Yeah,
to
you
give
get
them the
inspired.
accolades. There are a lot of people like that, but like I say, I don't really idolize anyone. At the end of the day, we're all humans. I see you, I appreciate you, and the little things I can take from you, I will.
True. So are you saying there's nobody in the broadcast?
That's I said there are a lot, but I appreciate what they do, but not that
respect you.
I'm start shaking. We're all broadcasting together. Yeah.
Love it. Interesting. Okay, so has any of your network helped you outside of your career, like like say friendship, family, love, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know. Outside of career.
Okay, have they helped? I think my wife was my network.
Love it.
It's
So,
part of it, yeah. Yeah,
It was
sure.
in that networking conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
It was, I think, when I was a journalist. Yeah.
You did.
Shocker, right? Yeah, when I was a
that's
journalist
true.
for
You
a
read
few,
Masscom,
for a
right?
few months. Yeah, and I think I almost got into trouble with one publication about our alma mater, and I got a call directly from the
Whoa.
lecturer at the time, and it was like, the VC is saying I'm grooming you people for this. I said, sir, you thought us investigating journalism. Sorry, sir. But yeah, during that phase, it was beautiful to have that kind of conversation,
Right.
and then moving forward to then what we have now.
Yeah.
And that's the power of networking, and we said
True,
about
true.
segmentation.
Yeah.
It gets to the phase where some of your networks would then have their generations associated with you, and that's
Right.
what this
Yeah.
conversation
True.
comes
True.
to,
True.
right? So it
True.
was a conversation of my colleague, and now generations will come through that. So that's the power of the people you have around you. Yeah, that's one.
You know, when you just said this, we're closing this now, but you said that I watched Korean series, right? And this guy liked this colleague. So she wanted to solve a problem. And then she had this old camcorder, and then she wanted to fix it. So she's like, she doesn't know where to fix it. And then he's like, don't worry, let me take a picture. She's like, what? He said, I'm the last born of 7. My father is the last born of 7. So it went around their generation. I said, when you have a family of over 200 people, there's always one person away from solving your problems. And really, he took a picture. And in less than how many minutes, they told him where to go to. But yeah, so you're right. You're just away from, that person that solves that solution for you and all of that, which is really interesting, really. So in closing, I know we ask this question all the time, but think about it critically. What would you tell your younger self if you were going to go fast travel? No, time travel.
Time travel.
Yeah. If you're going to time travel, or if you were time travel, right? Or if you time traveled, when you were younger, and now you're here, you now see what life is about, you see what turns and everything. What would you really say to your younger self about networking?
Does anybody want to go first?
Learn the art of communication.
Right.
I believe strongly that anything you want to do in this life, communication and how to communicate is one of the most important things. I personally struggled with that because I came from a sit-down there background. And it was really tough at the time. So speaking up, I envy somebody like you, was something I needed to break myself out of. It was my job that broke me out of my shell, of my shelter, wherever.
Wow.
So if I had known earlier, I would have done more work in my communication skill earlier than I'm having it now. A lot of time I'm standing in front of certain individuals and I'm like, okay, what am I even meant to discuss with this person? So also having a knowledge about football, a knowledge about one thing or the other is very important. I didn't care about football in my secondary school days. So when I got into higher institution, I was a bit laid back. And other topics too, But I realize now that a bit of everything is just important. Because when you are sitting down with people, it gives you that voice to be able to contribute to whatever is going on.
Interesting. Learn communication skill. I love that. Thank you so much. So what do you think? What's that one thing you tell yourself?
Well done. Because I think everything was needed for where I am today, the good and the bad. But I think there's the power in wise counsel.
Right.
So seek mentors, solid mentors. Again, curation.
True.
And for me, I'll say just keep going. Once you think it, you can do it. Even when you're sad, even when you're down, just keep going. Once you see the bigger picture and, when you close your eyes, you see exactly where you want to be, don't stop.
Amazing. I really like what everyone is saying. When you just said about seeking wise counsel, even the Bible actually supports networking. When it even talks to you about the body, even start about the body, say, can the hand work alone? Can the head work alone? Eventually, you need everyone. You need everybody to help you. And like you said, both the good and the bad. You're shaping you for where you're going into. So don't ignore and say, I regret. There's no need for regrets. Just move on, learn the lessons and move on. But I think it's been an amazing conversation. What do you guys think? Right. So guys, is there anybody that you think that you would love to meet that you aspire to meet? Write down in the comment section. Maybe they'll see it and just contact you. But yes, guys, it's been a rich conversation with you guys about networking. And I like the fact that we talked about it's not just collecting contact, but the making connections that last. So don't have all the contacts on your phone and then you're not using it for anything, right? What does that connection do for you as a person? I think that's really most important part of today's conversation. And I'm really grateful, guys. You guys have just been really, 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 really amazing. And I hope my viewers as well enjoyed the conversation like I did. Because I feel like we should end. I feel like this has been really long. Even Abraham did not stop us. No one ever going to say, Rosemary, what, we need to wrap up. But guys, I'm going to implore you today, when you watch this video, go back, do a reflection, and then contact someone. Just check up on someone. Just say hi to that person that you've had on your phone. Let's no longer be a contact. It should be a connection. You never know the doors that will open once you say hi. With that being said, guys, God bless you and have an amazing week. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my days! I know you love the conversation. I did as well. The rich guests that we had today, on all they said, all the wisdom nugget dropping here and there. My goodness, it's such an honor to have such people join us on such conversations. And I know that you love the conversation. I know that you're also learning as much as we were learning in the studio. So if you haven't subscribed, please, I beg you, subscribe to our channel, because we need your subscription, we need your likes, we need your views, and we still need your comments. So tell us what you think. Write in the comment section. Tell us what you think about the conversation, and also tell us the kind of topics you want us to talk about. We'll just be listening to you. You never know. So thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for always tuning in every time we have a conversation. So see you soon, and God bless. Bye.